Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry while I turn the music down a little bit here. It is I, Sir Charles the Eclectic Geek, coming back to you for another fun evening of Legos. Sorry I took a week off there. I was trying to get into this regularly, but life, as it has a tendency to do, got in the way. So I'm back. Anyway, I will be proceeding on with the continuation. That was redundant, sorry. I'll be proceeding on with the build of R2-D2 here. I'll be doing a couple of bag sets tonight. We'll see if I get through 2 or 3 bag sets. I'm not sure what I'll be up for this evening, but we'll get started in just a moment here. At the very least, I got bag set 4 already all opened up and ready to go here. As always, if anyone wants to jump on, I've got the Discord server up and going. If you're not a member of my server, let me know. I'll get you the link. Otherwise, feel free to just jump in, ask questions in the chat as usual, and yeah, feel free to have fun, ask away as we're going, and I'll just blather on as I have a tendency to do as I'm working on this. So let me change over the view here, get the keyboard on. Oh, adjust my camera a little bit here. I bumped that a moment ago. I'll get the book back open to the right page. And as you recall, we just finished off getting these little sub-assembly pieces perfectly lined up in here before. Looks like they went in place pretty accurately as far as where I was supposed to get them lined up, so we'll see as we proceed along. If I have to redo or disassemble anything, then so be it, but such is life if I have to, no big deal. So, heading on to bag 4 here, we'll be assembling, from the looks of things, a side panel here, it looks like, so I'll just jump right into it here. Starting with him, a couple of 1x1s, and a couple of angled 1x2s. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on my frame rates and everything, making sure I'm not having any connection problems. Things look good so far, so we'll see how things go as the night progresses. Alright, these 3 guys are going right on the end here. We've got these guys stacking on top of each other. My trick from last time of just putting them on edge and flattening them against the table to get them perfectly lined up, and then stick them in the corner there. Got a silver 1x4, 2 1x2 seats, as I call them. I don't know if that's the proper term or not, but, and then 2 of these bad boys here. I'll pull the camera down a little bit more, maybe give you guys a little bit of a better view here. Hopefully that helps some. Let's see how that works. Alright, so we've got him extending off the edge of here. The seats are going back to back like that, the outer edges, and then these are going right in the middle. Nice and easy. Alright, then we got a sub-assembly. We've got 2 more of the 1x4 silvers. Got a 2x4 dark blue, and 4 more of the grates, as I call them. Again, one of these days I'll probably get the proper terminology down, but whatever. You guys go in place in here and go right on top of this guy. He centers up nicely. And then these two go here, separated by an empty row from the looks of things. Alright. Next we got 4 1x4 plates. Got 4 1x2 looks like flat pieces here actually. And then a 1x1 red piece. Easy enough. Alright, looks like we're making a square. A 5x5 square with the 4s being offset by 1. We got the blues on the interior doing the same thing. And then last but not least, we got the red smack dab in the middle. Nice. Alright. I've got 3 1x3s. Got 2 of these triangular pieces. And we got another white 1x1. So it looks like he's going on this end here. And then the blue is outlining this side. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Alright. Now it looks like we're going to be building out the side here. With a blue and a gray, but then we also got a 1x1 here. Alright, so the gray is going to line up 2 up from the bottom here. And it looks like the blue is going to lock him into place here. Let's get that locked down. So we got 3 visible on the white to the gray. That looks good. Then it looks like right behind this 2 is where this 1 white piece goes. Perfect. Alright, that lines up there. Nice. Alright. Alright, looks like we got an angle piece going on here on this side for a little added support. Attaching those guys together. Nice. Alright. I've got a gray 1x8. Then 3 more of these angled 1x2s. Which looks like it goes on the other end here. Mirroring the first 3 we put on to start this piece. And then the gray kind of locks everything into place. Nice. Alright. I've got a darker gray 1x6. That's going to go right on top of him. Then we've got 2 more of these slightly angled ones. We got 1 of these right angled pieces. 1 of these 1x1s. And 1 of these 1x2s. So let's figure out where all these go. Alright, so we've got the right angle going here. This angled piece going here. The white one going in the middle. The other angled piece next to him. And the 1x2 finishing it off there. Nice. Alright. Got a flat round. A 2x2 round. 3 white 2x3s that are flat as well. And one of these raised round caps, which I always find these to be very versatile pieces. So it looks like he's gonna kind of cap off this section over here. We've got these guys closing off this section here. See a little sub-assembly screen here showing these guys go put together there. And then he'll go right on top of the red piece there. Nice. Alright, now we're going to be applying a lot of flat pieces, it looks like. So, this is a flat 1x6. Got a curved 2x2, curved 1x2, flat 2x2. There we go. And then a flat 1x2 over here. Ta-da! Alright. He's going to go on here. With that there and that there. And he'll kind of mirror that on the smaller side over here. Alright. Okay. So now we're pulling out these, what, 1x10s? Yeah, 1x10s. You can extend out to the side over here. Alright. We've got 2 blue 2x4s. Another 1x6 flat, it looks like. And we got 8 more of the vent pieces. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's start off by, looks like the 2x4 blues are going to be attaching here and locking those long beige pieces into place for us. The white's going to kind of end everything, and then we just line up all the vents in the little recess that gets created here. Alright, so thus far we're looking good. Alright, I got a little sub-assembly section here to build. Looks like we're taking this gray guy here. We got 3 of these unusual 2x2s. We got 2 of these 2x1s. And then 3 of these raised 2x2s. These ones are really handy because in this perspective it's just a 2x2, but you can see as soon as you turn it on the side, you can see it's raised. By giving another perspective, that's when you can go ahead and make a little bit of a right angle and start mounting stuff on the side for it. Really handy to start adding a third dimension to stuff. So we'll start with these 3, mounting them there. And then just alternate right down the other side for these guys. And nice and easy. And just like that, Going to attach these together. We got the beige matching the beige. Almost like it was color coordinated, go figure. And I'm guessing next we're probably going to do something to secure this together so that this won't fall apart easily. And sure enough, that's exactly what we're doing next. We've got a 2x8 here, which will go right across everything here and hold everything secure so you're not going to bounce everything apart, which is a smart move. We've got a pair of dark gray 2x6s for added support, because just those 2x10 beige ones that we used before, these guys, using them alone for support is very flimsy. You always want to double these up when you can. And then we've got 2 of these guys to balance out the back here. So instead of having it flat, you get rid of the little indentation there. Everything's now balanced. Alright. So now we need 2 gray 1x4s. We need 2 2x4 curved pieces. And then 2 1x4 flat pieces. So you see we're going to take both of the flat pieces and put on top of the grays, and they're going to go right next to the curved pieces, right adjacent to the vents here. So, because obviously you need something to attach these to, you're not going to put these just right on top of the vent. They'd fall off, obviously. So, that's going to go here. That's going to go here. Ergo, he attaches there. And he attaches there. Nice and easy. So now we've got some angled pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, these 2 are 8 wide, and these 2 are 2 wide. So we're going to start by slipping the 2 wide first underneath here. And then we'll take the 8 wide pieces and finish it off. Obviously we put the 8 wide on first, the 2 wide piece would have nothing to attach to. Alright. Now we got 4 more of these curved 2x4 pieces. Now, granted, in this case, we could have just attached these first and then put the 2x instead of at the other end, but 6 of one, half dozen the other. It really doesn't matter too much which order you do that in, I suppose. It's a matter of aesthetics. Of course, then again, there could be something down the road, too, where the order actually does make a difference here, for all I know. We'll find out eventually. My guess is it probably wouldn't make a difference, but hey, I like to follow the instructions for something like this. Alright, now we've got these 3 stud wide ones that are going to go at the bottom and finish that off. And finish at step 124, so now we're over to here. On 125 here, we've got a pair of these 1x1s again, and then 3 of these beige 2x3s, which, as you can see, they're going to go right across the back, and hence why we added these red 1x1s before, so this way we get a nice solid connection on all 4 studs. And then we put these white ones right here in the corner. Didn't quite look like it went in. I guess it did. Alright, so that's that one. And now we've got a 2x6 flat piece, a 1x6 flat piece, a 1x8 flat piece. So you can go right across the back here. And the reason why we only put the one white one on each of these to cover the black instead of both is we're going to grab 2 more of these little curved guys and give it a little more fitted form. Make a little panel a little more sleek there. Alright, now we're going to flip this bad boy over. Alright, we need a 1x2, a pair of 1x3s. Okay. Basically, we're going to be centering this guy up and try and guesstimate it before I really kind of push it in and make sure I'm putting it in the right place. This looks correct to me. If anyone thinks I'm placing this incorrectly, feel free to yell at me in the chat. I don't mind. I think I'm doing it right. I think I can. Yeah, I'm a dork, I know. Alright, so we've got these 2 silver circles visible, but only halves of these 2. But it has to, blue does have to be reaching onto this white panel, so yeah, that looks correct. Alright, so we'll push those firmly into place. Alright. Moving here, we've got 3 of these guys. And then 3 of these blue Technic pieces. I just generically refer to these as Technic pieces because they'll be plugging into something. But then these have pluses on them, meaning they're going to be locking into something somewhere. Whether it's going to be an arm, a support, structural, whatever, we'll be finding out eventually. So that goes onto him. That'll go there. And this is also very easy to figure out because if you try and put the plus into there, it's literally going to fall right back out. So, okay. So the first one of these is very easy, and that it goes right there. And then these 2 will go here and here. Also looks to be centered. That looks good. And the bottoms are flush with the edge there, so that looks good. Alright, good. Moving along pretty well here. Alright, we need another light gray 1x4 and a dark blue 2x4. So he'll go onto here to secure those guys into place, and he'll go there to secure them just for some extra support. And now, oh, what do you know? I just noticed something. This whole time we should have been building 2 of these panels, so I could have been doing 2 of these at once. Oh well, I'll have to go back and build a whole nother one of these. No big deal. So let's do that right now. On the upside, that went very easily, so I'll be able to do this much faster this time. So, of course, every time I say that, that's when I go ahead and miss a piece, but we'll see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, put those together there. That seat. That one. That one. You. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into place. if anybody does want to chat, again, I do use Discord for my chatting and whatnot. So the Discord app, website, whatever is what you'd want to use. If you don't have the link, let me know. I'd be happy to get it to you again. Otherwise, that's how you would jump on, and feel free to chit-chat away. Alright. I think I've got everything there so far. Alright. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. Bam. I don't know why I'm saying bam and quoting Emerald. It's really kind of silly. I apologize for that dumbness. Alright. It's going to go on like that. Put that guy right here. And that's going to go right here. That's good. Take that, lock him into place. Okay, I need the gray 1x8. And then the other 3 of these guys across the back. There you are. I hate it when the pieces are turned like backwards or at a weird angle to me and I don't recognize them when I'm looking for them. It always drives me crazy. I'm like, I know you're here. I just saw you. Oh, there you are. You're hiding from me, you stinker. Alright, there's that one. The other right angle goes here. This. Two of those, one angled there. Good. All right. Got you up in the front. You two going together. Onto there. 1, 2, 3. Bring this up. 3, 1, those 2 got it, okay. Now we need the 1x6 right across here, I believe. Yep. That's a 1x2 flat piece. Over here. Angled cover here. You. You. All right, that looks good. Just give me a moment while I shift around to my chair here. That's better. All right. These guys into place. One by 6, and then 8 more grates. Don't think I've been missing any pieces thus far. Things are looking good. Onto that little sub-assembly. Just 2 red ones into here. This light gray 2x8 across the back there. And these 1x6s for the added support, as I mentioned before. Looks good. Alright. Those guys and their flat counterparts going on top of them. And then these flat curved guys, which they'll go on the edge. And then he'll go there, and he'll go there. Boy, it's like deja vu, like I almost just did this or something. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke, I apologize. Alrighty. Yeah. 1, 2, 4. Of the angled pieces. Step onto there. 3. Cover's gone. So 1x6 goes across there, and the 2x6 goes across there, and the 1x8 goes across the bottom, back, whatever perspective you want to go with. And we flip it over. Again, I think I have the placement correct. Looks good. Lock the Technics into place. And line these bad boys up. That looks good and centered. Put blue one on here to lock him in, the gray one here to lock him in. Alright, I still have these 2 left. I thought I might have missed them for a minute there, but I didn't. They're on a future step. So, we're now ready to put these guys onto the main body unit. So, with the red side up, I'm aligning these two pegs and this peg with these two holes and this hole. Oh, literally just rest into place because it's not a locking piece, because it is just the plus. It actually rests in place pretty easily. So then the same from the other side. That should be simple. Hold them from the top so they can both... Uh-oh. I did just knock something loose. Okay, it's back in place. Okay, I think the trick is I need to keep this flat here. Okay, there we go. So they're both in now. Now... Aha. He goes here. And just existing there is what holds him in place. Rotate him around, and same thing. That just simply being there prevents him from unplugging. Alrighty. So these little beige pieces here prevent the slide panels from sliding up on the chassis and coming off. So, low tech, but hey, it works. Alright. And with that, bag 4 is complete. And I only had one extra little red piece, which doesn't surprise me. This is a very common little piece to have extra. Moving now on to bag 5. I actually planned ahead for once and pre-opened the bags. What do you know? So that's the big bag for bag 5, and then here's little bag number 1 and little bag number 2. Much quicker and easier to deploy. Alright. So from the looks of things, I appear to be starting to build his side legs. So it looks like this is the first of the 2 legs I will be working on here. Oh man, this first step looks really, really tough. I need a break after that one. Okay, I'm done. Alright. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I know. I'm moving on. Okay, so I need a pair of these angled pieces. Why they do that is its own step, I don't understand, but whatever. Alright. Ooh. Pair of these tall 1x2 bricks. Interesting. Okay. A couple of pretty big steps there. Fascinating. Okay. And then a pair of... These are becoming some of my favorite pieces. So these are right-angled pieces that you plug them on top and then let you attach to the side. Very, very handy to start putting paneling on the sides of houses or whatnot. Very handy. I like these ones. Alright. couple more right angle pieces to further lock those in place. Then we've got two normal bricks, and then a beige with a couple of studs off the back. And we've got another pair of those right angle sides. With a gray 1x2. These two, and then a red built-in Technic connector of some sort. Interesting. I apologize for keep bumping the microphone there. My apologies. Hopefully I've moved that out of my clumsy range now. Probably not, I'll warn you. Alright. Another gray 1x2. Another pair of these guys. So obviously I'm building up the sides of these with some flat panels right now, as a matter of fact. There. There. Alright. I've got a gray 1x6 across the top. And a pair of 1x2s. Alright, now some interesting stuff. I need two of these guys. Two 1x2 bricks. One of these beige with the extra studs. And two of these flat ones with the little clips on them. Now, it's showing me that these white ones with the clips go with the clip where the clip is actually horizontal. Pay attention to those, because if you actually accidentally do those vertical, those orientations do actually make a pretty significant difference. So be sure you get those going the right way when you first put these together at this stage. Having to redo these later, especially if you get them buried into the middle of something, can be very problematic. Alright. So, you. There. This guy. Really kind of hanging off the edge here. Alright. With a gray 1x6, which is kind of supporting all this. Okay, good. Because these 2x2s were literally hanging on by one peg each. Didn't like that. Alright. Two more angled, two 1x3s. Oops, I need to knock that off, obviously. So those just got put in there. We're gonna probably be flattening all this together for additional structure in just a moment here. Exactly. So we've got two 2x3s that are going together with a flat 2x2 beige and a 1x2, which goes here, and then this black one goes here. Interesting. All right. This white 1x2 block with a hole. It's one of these blue connectors for this guy. We got a 2x3 brick. So I say brick versus plate. It takes 3 plates to equal a brick in height. So plate, brick, just for reference. And then I've got a 1x1 brick somewhere around here. There it is. Which just goes in this corner over here. Alright. 1x3 plate, 2x3 plate, 2x2 plate. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. So far, so good. That 2x2 goes there. Then we got these 1x1 nubs, dots, whatever in the world you want to call them. I don't even know, to be honest. Those guys go there for whatever reason. Again, one of those things we'll probably find out about later. Okay. Another one of these 1x2s with him going into there. The regular 1x2 brick going right behind him. And 1x3 on the other side. Alright. Now it gets interesting. We need one of those guys, one of these guys, and then 2 of the black connectors. So, first position and third position. And then we connect him. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up from the bottom of the gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Goes there. Very interesting placement for that. But hey, that's what the instructions say to do. Alright. So now I've got this peg, this plus peg going to a plus hole. And this black brick that we put on earlier also has a plus hole in it. So what I will be doing is inserting this guy from this side, I was going to say from the back, from this side to position this guy so he doesn't move. And I was also going to say pin it in place, but hey, whatever. So, you can see now the Technic piece is not wiggling anymore. He's all the way down. And then if you look closely, in the black brick, you can actually see the brown peg has all the way come through, and you actually see it all the way at the beginning of the brick. So, I am trying to be careful how I word some of these things. Especially after last week. Okay, so we're onto a different assembly here. So I'm going to set this guy off to the side for the moment. So we're going to take a 1x6 brick with some Technic holes and put a 1x4 brick underneath him. Take a couple of 1x3s. Form an L underneath it, basically. Okay. Interesting pieces coming in off the side here. Okay. And then a pair of 1x2s coming on an inward direction. Fascinating. Again, this will all make sense. Ah, okay. So the two inwards are going to be holding this 1x4 brick into place. That's their purpose. Got a pair of 1x1s. Then I go on top of this gray guy here. Cover up the gray and hide the aesthetic. And page turn. Alright, got a couple more 1x1s. A couple of different gray pieces here. Then going off to this side. All right, it's looking good. Everything out a little bit here. Keep everything a little bit aligned as much as I can. Just because it'll make it easier down the road. Alright. Grab a couple of 1x2. Oh, not the 1x2s, sorry. The angled ones. To lock those guys in place, which makes more sense. And then another one of these black bricks with the plus in them to lock that in place. Alright. I've got a beige 1x4 brick with the studs on the side centered across him. We've got two more of these 1x1 bricks with the stud off to the side. This time we're going to attach these blue 1x1 squares to each of these guys. They're flat. They don't have a hook on them this time, so these are definitely much more for aesthetics than functionality that the other hooks will almost definitely be for later. And then where we've been using the flat right angles before. We now have brick versions of the right angles. So those will go there. Alright. With that built up, we're going to go ahead and cap these with a pair of 2x3 flats, plates, tops, caps, whatever the frack you want to call them. You got to throw a little Battlestar Galactica in there. What do you say? Okay. We're going to grab 4 1x3s. And we're stacking them in 2s. We're going to grab a pair of flat 1x3 grays. Cap each one off. And we'll bookend this guy with one of each of those. Alright. Now, those pieces that we put on the sides before, they're going to get a little decoration with these right angle flat pieces on each respective side. That looks really neat. I just like the overall aesthetic of how this is coming together so far. Alright. So now we're going to put the guy on his head, actually, and put together a little bit of a bottom piece for this guy. So we're going to take a 1x4 and a 1x2 and another 1x4 and a 1x2 and do that. And then on the bottom of these guys, we're basically going to give them some curves. Looks like the music may have stopped again. Give me 1 second. Should kick off again in a moment. Alright. There we go. Get a little more volume there. That sounds good. Okay. So I've got these little curved rockers, I guess you could call them. Put those right on the bases of these guys. And one side's being a little difficult. There we go. A little bit of a robotish type of thing going here. Yay. Alright, so now we're going to add him into the mix. So, with this side out, looking at here, so you can see we got the beige, red, beige, which means this side, and with the beige and black, which also means this side. That's got to go down the middle. That just plugs right in. Now, we've got a yellow centerpiece that will just go right in the middle here and secure it all right into place. So you can see the yellow plugs in there, all the way visible through to the back. Perfect. Alright, so now, with him like this, red orientated up instead of green orientated up, so we know that this is the correct orientation. We've got this sticking out, It says this is coming up this way. But it doesn't really show anything yet as far as how we're locking it into place. So it just shows that it's coming up like this at the moment. So let's flip the page. Okay, so actually let's pull this back up for one quick moment here. If I even can, actually. Alright, so one of the things we did before earlier was when we put this red guy in place, this red locking mechanism has its own plus on him. So what we're going to do in a moment here is we're going to take this gray piece. He will end up going all the way through, going through this red piece, locking into place, and then subsequently going all the way through and locking into that red portion as well, too. Making it all into one cohesive unit. So, let's see if I can do that in the first try. Well, from the looks of the diagram, I should only be inserting it that far. And that's what I've done, so it looks like I'm good. Alright. Then I need to get another black 1x2. Another one of these guys. Put him in like that. And he'll go right above it to the very top hole, like such. No obvious direct purpose for that at the moment, but I'm sure we'll get to that down the road. Okay, so now I'm on to building the arm for the other side, basically. So I'm going to set the rest of R2 off to the side here. Alright. Again, that really difficult first step. Okay, moving on. I literally just saw that joke online today in a different Lego forum and just had to use it. I'm sorry. It's dumb, I know. But hey, sometimes you need a little bit of dumb humor in your life, what can I say? Alrighty. There. Couple of the right angle flats, plates. Boom, boom. This guy. These two bad boys. More of them. With the 1x2 gray in the back. That one's going to go in the front this time with a couple of more bricks. 2x1s, 1x2s. Potato, potato. the flats on the sides now. And page flip. Alright, grab that 1x6 across the back here, the 1x2s adjacent. Again, I'm looking for those two little clips. There you are. Again, these guys are also going to be horizontal. Another pair of 1x2s of the white brick, and 1x2 of the beige with the extra studs on the side. Looks good. These two extended out a little bit. And then this guy adds a little stability. Use these guys to kind of flatten everything out for us. Quite literally levels the playing field. Right, 1, 2. Flattens that. Grabs that. Alright, we did him, we did two of those, 1, 2, that, and him. That's good. Alright, so we grab our round guy, we grab the Technic peg. He'll go in the front there with the 1x3 brick behind, or 2x3 brick behind him. And we've got the 1x1 in the corner here. That looks good. 1x3 plate to cap that off. 2x3 plate to hold those in place. And then 1x2 to level that all off. Grab two more of these pegs. Stack them and stick them in the corner here. Yeah, looking back at them before, they really are just more aesthetics than anything else at the moment that I can see. We'll see if they actually do anything later. And then we'll grab this guy and he goes right here. Alright. We'll go on top of the other one. The 1x2 brick goes behind him and the 1x3 goes on the flip side. And now we're going to put this guy together again. Top and third. And every time they do top and third, I always think, well, why not top and fourth or first and second? There's always some reason down the road. They always leave some gap, some space for whatever reason. Of course, they probably figured it out 14 different times as they were going through it, like, oh, let's try this, let's try that. And they always end up shifting it 14 times, I'm sure. Alright, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th from the bottom again. 2, 3, 4, 7. this one right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Snap that guy into place. We'll grab that guy and his peg again for the locking mechanism, as I've started thinking about it as right now. Which in a way, that's pretty much exactly what this is. It locks him in place, and then locks him in place when we get the actual arm in place in the actual main chassis. Alright. 6 and 4. Perfect. Pair of 3s. Bring in a pair of 1x2s on each side. Oops. And of course I took that apart. Didn't mean to. We'll add the light gray downward pieces for the little side ear pieces in a few minutes. And then we'll add the 1x1s on top of those. And it turns out not so much to hide the aesthetics as I commented on before, more to do the 3-plate layer to get them up to the brick height of the 1x6 Technic one here that's above it. So alright, above him we'll put the upward singles. Oopsie. These other 1x1s. Again, maintaining the level. And then we'll use the right angle plates to hold everything in place. With the 1x4 coming in from the bottom, with the 1x2 with the plus on top. Perfect. Okay. Got him going up on top of that. Got these guys getting their blue plates again. Even mirroring pieces like this one is, where there's just a few little differences that are just slightly off from the opposite direction, you find that the second instance through is always significantly faster than the first, as you can well tell. Alright, now that all of that is together, just doing a final look through again. Everything's flat, everything's flush. Alright, put the 2x3 plates on to cap it off. One, two. One side, 1, 2, top for the other side. Grab the other 2 ears, as I've started calling them at this point now. Because, I mean, tell me those don't look like ears to a little face at the moment. I mean, an ugly 4-eyed face, but they still kind of look like ears to a face. Alright. Flip it over. We'll give him a rocking bottom. positioned that incorrectly. R. Didn't go wide enough on that. And again, there's the danger of doing things mirrored and just assuming stuff. You do skip steps and position stuff incorrectly. There we go. I forgot it had to be 6 and not 4. That's much better. Alright, now that that is correctly done, he's facing front, he's facing front, gets inserted, lock him in, everything's good there. We'll insert the yellow peg from the front. Looks good. Go ahead and this time we'll orientate it with the green side up. The arm up from this side. And that side is on. And last but not least, got this guy and him to get positioned right on top as well. All right. So I'm already seeing a little bit of the mechanism here as far as what it takes to lock his main leg into place. So I'll play with more of that as time goes on. But yeah, so there's both arms fully attached with the extra black peg at the top, or the extra black 1x2. We're ready to go. And that is that. Alright, with that, looks like that's pretty much all I had planned for this evening. 2 bags is about good for the night, I think. My plan right now is to come back in 2 days, Thursday, and continue on, pending any other emergencies cropping up, of course, but should be able to come back in Thursday, no problem. Look forward to any other comments, questions, or anything anyone has. As always, feel free to shoot me any messages or anything on YouTube here. I look forward to hearing from you, and be well. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.